Greetings. This is your brother, elder brother, Black Light, your motivator, talking about the way I see it these days. I want to go back in the day when I first moved on Wildermere in Detroit, the west side, Wildermere and Finkel. First moved over there, went to this school called Custer, which is now I forgot the name that quick, escapes my mind. But it's on Linwood. What's the name of it? Anyway, went to that school. That school was highly racist. Blacks was moving from the east side over in that direction to the west side because brothers had good jobs working in the factories, you know. And and the white people, when they seen the influx of black people, started moving out. But when I moved on Wildermere in Finkel, there was only two black families, maybe three, within a 2-block span between Finkel and Boric. Just before you get to the tracks, there was only a 2-block span before the tracks. They had a whole lot of factories on the tracks, and resident area picked up on Doris and Wildermere. And so the brothers over there, you know, we were fighting each other during that period. But the police, the Palmer Park police, is what we call them. I forgot what the name of the precinct was. Thurgood Marshall. That's the name of the school they turned into Custer. You know what Custer was? Custer was a dog on our Indian brothers and sisters. Thurgood Marshall, when we moved over there, we started changing names of streets, schools, and everything. So when the brothers got it, they called it Thurgood Marshall. Got that elementary school over there. But they still was teaching white scholastic. They still was teaching white. You know, Thurgood Marshall was conservative. He to me, he wasn't all that deep. But it wasn't no black schools. I mean, thoroughly black, talking about Marcus Garvey, till later on. So anyway, we always had the Nation of Islam always had schools. We was the first to be teaching real black history in Detroit. So police didn't want us over there. They started harassing us. Brothers, you know, we were still fighting each other until the motorcycle gang, white motorcycle gang, and the hot rod gangs started harassing us along with the police because their father was the police department, Palmer Park, the police department. And they started harassing us in the schools. We had actually riots in the school. They don't print about this. This is before the 67, between 1956 and 67. I went after I went to Custer. I went to Post. That's where we had the riots at, and it was a whole lot of white people living where it was mostly black people, and that was between Dexter, you know, Rosa Park, which is 12th Street now. I mean, which is 12th Street, which is Rosa Parks now. And so we had to stop fighting each other when I was going to post and start fighting them. You know. See, this ain't talked about. This is how the riots jumped off. It didn't just jump off all of a sudden. It was building up to that. Because on that side of town it was mostly a Jewish. And the west side was mostly Jews. And they had some Italians. Because it was Catholic schools and Jewish schools. But the Jews was running all the businesses. And the Italians was gangsters. We robbed a gangster vending machine operator. You know, he ran all the vending machines and jukeboxes, and so not me, but some partners of mine robbed him. They had so much money they gave it to the whole neighborhood. See, y'all wouldn't do that now. Then they moved to Florida after they robbed them. See, so when we had the battle with at post, schools from other areas came. We united, like Durfee, Central. You know, Durfee, Central, Northwestern, and Northern. They were all on the west side. Southwestern wasn't in it until later. And we all got together, and when we went to Mumford, they had the motorcycle gang blocking our entry. And they had wars right on Wyoming, turning police cars over, fighting the police and the motorcycle gang and the students that went, white students that went to Mumford. Pretty soon Detroit became all black. And that's when, you know the rest, the mayor came. See, Detroit is special. Detroit is special because Master Farad came. And we cleared Detroit out. We moved all the white people away out the city in the suburbs. But you always got these boule brothers and these bourgeois brothers and sisters that can't do without white people. When Mayor Young was handling the city, they didn't like the way Mayor Young was talking to the white reporters, you know. So they started getting bourgeois brothers in. But see, now Kwame Kilpatrick wasn't no bourgeois brother, but he thought he was slick. He thought he was going to play on this white establishment. But he wasn't Mayor Young. He was too young for one thing. He didn't have the foresight that Mayor Young had and the wisdom. You know, so he got caught up. Cause see, he from the Shrine of the Black Madonna, so he got some knowledge himself, but he wasn't using it. None of his family was. They was just out for themselves. They was greedy. So he got caught up, and that's what happened. So now we got a Caucasian mayor. Brothers trust him, but I don't. Some of the Panthers trust him. Some of the Garveyites trust him. You know, but they could be paid off too. Black light.